Throw Gang, we are joined by the Pharaoh of the 5-inch, Larry Schlossman, and myself, the Marquis of Mesh. More about that later. James Harris, welcome to the weekly Running the Boys with today's full episode. Only available on patreon.com/throwingfits. Lawrence, how was your hell week?
I'm very high right now.
Really?
Yeah, I smoked
What
a
were you
bunch
smoking?
of weed before I came over.
Okay. Legal.
It's totally legal. That's why it's in front of the paywall. Yeah, Hell Week is finally over.
Kind of. We still got we got a few more things we got to wrap up.
I mean, our Hell Week, like, to be clear, this was like a very cool and fun video shoot on Monday. Tuesday, you and I were in the park with my wife taking SpawnCon, and then
for a full hour,
and then we got drinks and oysters. Yep. Then Wednesday, the first time you and I have had to work before 3 p.m. in a calendar year, we had a pod at 10 a.m., which is newfound territory for us. We don't normally work that early.
Yeah. What time do you normally start your day?
A day in the life of a New York podcaster. I wake up at 8. I used to wake up earlier when we changed bedrooms. Now I have less direct sunlight, so because just based on where the bedroom is, so it's harder to wake up.
I'm saying I'll wake up. I'll spend an hour in bed, watching Day in the Life of New York TikToks, jerk off, go work out, and then
you're a morning beater.
Oh, all day.
You beat off every morning.
It's like breakfast at McDonald's all fucking day. No, and then try to do a little. Throw some plates,
right? Of course,
skip some ropes,
yeah.
And then I'll sit down and look at emails or think about what I got to do that day, at 10:30, 11.
That's not that late.
No, but I'm saying so we had to podcast at 10 a.m., which was a big fucking shift.
Yeah,
and I think we handled it adequately, admirably,
astutely.
For sure.
And then
another pod, 2 pods today.
Yeah, and then today was a back-to-back where we podded earlier in the day and then now. Though I will say, for all the things that we have to do in our retired professional podcasting job that I hate, this is probably the least.
Yeah, so really what
one.
It was
is easy.
We had about I don't know, 6 hours of extra work than a normal week. But this was the week on our schedule. It's yo, Hell Week. That's
you ready for fucking Hell Week? You fucking maggots. Get down and give me fucking 20 likes on my next fit pick.
Look, before we get into Day in the Life.
Have you ever done an actual real Hell Week before?
Not rushing, no. But I had...
well, it just has a general trial by fire gauntlet type situation.
For high school football at Stuyvesant High School, the Stuyvesant Peg Legs, where our coach was a man in a wheelchair.
Life imitating art.
Coaching the Peg Legs. We would do a sleepaway camp for a week, and it was Hell Week, where it was 2-a-days, film,
sure.
Fucking all the whole 9
Any
yards.
hazing?
No. Well, I committed some hazing and bullying, which I feel really bad about looking back on
really?
now. Me and some guys would we put Icy Hot in this one guy's bathing suit, and then he put it on and
classic
burned his balls, and then he was really sad. He was washing his bathing suit.
Oh,
in
that
the lake
sucks.
water.
So it was adding insult to injury because he's in physical pain, and then it's the mental anguish of having to clean up this mess that bullies.
He kind of
foisted upon
he was
you.
He was a proto fuckboy where he's yo, what's up, shouty? What's up, shouty? You looking mad cute for real?
What was? Should I ask what his race was?
Asian American.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, so an Asian American fuckboy, and then so we're just yo. Fuck you, Carl Co.
Damn, dude. Carl, if you're anywhere, I hope you're not listening to this podcast.
He was
you're getting dragged.
He
bitch.
was he transferred in, and then he was yo, I'm all city. I'm fucking nice on the court. And they're all right, we're playing
the field. Nice on the field.
No, this is basketball. We're playing pickup, and then we're all right, yo, shoot. And then he just had the fucking his form was
So he's the main dude in Boogie.
Over the backboard, clanged around the pipes a little bit, and then
a
came
regular
back
old Dr.
over,
Drain.
And he was yo, that was close. What the fuck?
Damn, so maybe that bullying works.
Some kid
and
was
is
then
encouraged.
Yeah, for sure. Some kid was just drinking rubbing alcohol. That was
to get fucked up.
Yeah, and on some dare shit, but also to get fucked up.
I would have guessed that the guy drinking rubbing alcohol would be your wheelchair bound coach. So props to this dude.
He was really drunk one night, and we were watching film, and someone dropped a Gatorade bottle, and he definitely had a well known issue.
Yeah, if he's drinking rubbing alcohol.
No, not the coach.
No, but the kid who was drinking rubbing alcohol.
I'm saying the coach had a fucking
got it.
issues with that, and
damn, you hate to see that.
Somebody dropped a Gatorade bottle. He's everybody get the fuck out, and just like kicked us all out, and we were like in a lot of trouble and had to like run laps next day. That's all.
Sounds like a terrible leader of young men. If you care about my actual Hell Week hazing,
on a bunch of when you got hazed.
Yeah, we talked. And again, I never pissed on anyone. I need to correct the record. I was there to witness a pissing.
All it takes for pissers to triumph is for small men to do nothing.
That is true. I definitely sat or stood and watched as the pissing happened. I was not getting involved, but I also was not stopping it. This is like, yeah. So cancel me for that. But on a previous podcast endeavor that shall not be named, all the way back in the SoundCloud days, I think there's a whole episode about the secret life of frat stars, which I believe included the various kind of mental and physical anguish that came with a real actual Hell Week.
FRATSTR.
Anyway, we're not frat stars now. We're not jocks. We are each one half of the only podcast that matters. And
yes,
Hell Week is a wrap, baby, and we got a dinner tonight.
Yeah, we got
We're
dinner
celebrating
tonight,
dude.
We got to do some other shit tomorrow. Mad paperwork, mad sponsored content coming your way, which we're not behind the paywall. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Before we get into the day in the life of NYC TikTok, summer interns?
Ooh.
Question mark.
Okay,
And
I'm willing to hear about that.
Marriages and love dissolving, in front of our very eyes. And maybe Lawrence divorce? Question mark. No, I'm teasing people. Yo, come behind the paywall. We're gonna talk about Lawrence's pending divorce.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if capping about getting divorced means that we can even get like $100 more on Patreon for 1 week, let's fucking go.
Yo, imagine
dude.
if your pending divorce coincides with us hitting 20K and Jenna, your future ex-wife, has to come on the pod.
I'm never recovering from that. I'm already nervous about that now. Now that we've kind of crept back up, kind of within range, where you're like, yo, we should reinstate that goal where Jenna comes on the pod for a full run of show behind the paywall at 20K. Like, I'm shook, dude.
Yo,
that's gonna be not great for the boy.
You guys know what to do. Smash that motherfucking $20 tier button. All right.
Aren't we talking about getting? Or let's talk about getting banned from places.
Yeah,
right?
we're talking about bands make her dance. All right, sorry, I forgot to write that little bit.
Yeah, but let's do the fit check first. And why don't
let's
you
get into the fit check.
The hostess with the mostest. Why don't you kick us off here?
Raw Dog and the Dogs. Yo, I got Throwing Fits future merch. I'm not gonna. Should I?
Yeah, well, it's going to be the picture. It's going to be the picture.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Here we go. I don't know if you can see a
little. Yeah, we are.
This is here. Let me hold the mic up.
Oh yeah, son of Mean Green. We're running back the shorts. These are fucking 2.0 on a whole nother level. We'll get into all the details closer to when they come out later this month. But we got a burgundy, the Jimmy colorway.
Sir,
we're bringing green back, but in a Kelly green. Son of Mean Green. And then I think we also we're gonna do black potentially as well. So got fucking 3 colorways coming to you guys. They're going to be, I don't know, $50.
Much more info coming later.
Like that. But everyone's most favorite merch item ever is coming back.
Next week,
bigger and better.
Next week when we don't have enough to talk about, we can get much more into.
We'll talk about what it's like to create mesh shorts from scratch in America for 30 minutes.
You need to poke holes in them one at a time.
Yeah, I'm gonna. they're hand poked. This mesh is hand poked. Ladies and gentlemen,
it's a hand gauge.
Yeah. What's up top?
Let's talk about the fucking TikTok that is burning the.
No, you didn't even finish your fit check.
Shit!
Sorry.
You're
totally behind the 8 ball here.
Our Legacy Workshop, white tee up top, and Hanes boxers, keeping it easy breezy like a parrot head that I am.
I wore Loewe loafers to the crib, the Camel Crushables. I got ALD socks on. I have vintage Carhartt double knees. I have on a Kamakura Bengal stripe shirt, and I have on a white rodeo hat. And that is a complete fit check, and we're drinking Montauk Summer Ale in the awning stripe cans. You know it's fucking summer, baby.
Yo, the deli on my corner has Loverboy, so
damn.
Yeah.
We need the plug, bro. Come on.
I mean, I have Kyle's email. I got Kyle's email.
Email him and ask him for a pack, dude.
All right.
I finished. Are you caught up to date?
Yeah, but I don't watch the reunions.
You don't watch the reunions?
No. I heard this one that was fucking
No, I think
crazy,
I honestly.
right?
So I watched the part 1 of the reunion. I haven't seen part 2. I don't know how many parts there are going to be. You absolutely should, because this season I feel like was so emotional for everyone. With the the fishbowl type vibe. Right. You didn't really like it? What?
I think it peaked in the middle and then kind of fizzled out. Which everyone's just pissed. Like, I want to go home. Like, this sucks.
Well, Hannah has become a full-on gaslighting psycho.
Yeah,
and I love seeing a girl boss empowered to get engaged,
gatekeeping girl boss,
and completely blow up all the social dynamics of her summer house. Yeah. So, shout out Hannah.
All right, is that a complete fit check? All right, complete fit check.
Please proceed.
Check. Let's get into the 15-ish second video, maybe 60-second
a little
TikTok
longer, I think.
as the resident TikTok master,
Yeah.
I feel like this is my kind of expertise to intro
It's
this.
your domain.
This is the TikTok that is currently blowing up the timeline and pissing people the fuck off. It's that one where it's like day in the life of a New York City fashion student, and she's like, I wake up, I have my overnight oatmeal. I
work
get some
out with the girls.
Work out with the girlies at Chiquinox. I get my fucking that Starbucks order that's like 5 bananas.
I
like
come
3
home
pumps.
to all my PR packages.
I go up
stack.
I go up to the park. It's raining. Ew. So we go in to like recreate some shit on a blanket, and we like hand bead some necklaces or some shit.
We rip off an independent designer's designs under a fucking bridge.
She's
while
like,
it rains.
I go to my fashion class. It's just her clicking through Vogue Runway.
Then she goes home. She, for her job, she tries on samples from whatever brand she works for. I don't know again how that's a job or how studying is flicking through Vogue Runway. Then they go out, they get dressed up, they go out to dinner, and then what do they end up on her friend's boat for a trip around the city for a trip around Manhattan.
Oh my god, I forgot about the boat. This is okay.
It went viral because somebody. So she did the TikTok, and then someone put it.
It was like, "This is all I want."
Right, exactly. Some other dumb bitch.
For whatever reason, I think the combination of this TikTok and the caption by the to quote Lawrence, "dumb bitch," is what really fucking set it off. Because I don't. To me, I watched it like this is a whole subgenre on TikTok.
Yeah, explain that.
Of Day in the Life of NYC.
Oh, this is how our homies at La Noche went viral because
that's
kind of similar. Viral.
That's a subgenre where it's Day in the Life at NYC, where it's like this is what I do. I wake up at 6 a.m. I fucking meditate. I stretch. I eat my half avocado. I go to Jack's wife Frida. I go shopping. I go to the one through line of everything is I go to class and it's just clicking through Vogue Runway.
No real school. Well, the thing that blows my mind about this is just like and people like you said are
real quick,
super mad about this.
But the La Noche thing is it's a subgenre where it's like hidden gems in New York City,
right?
And it's like
the neoliberal girl boss's underground guide to New York City nightlife.
If you guys are really craving chicken and waffles, check out this secret gem, hidden gem, Sweet Chick.
Yeah.
And then La Noche with our boy JVL fucking lurking in the back. That's what blew them up. Where they now have, by last count, 300,000 person waiting list.
Yeah, and how you get in the New York Post and all that. The thing that I can't get over with this because, well, one, how dissimilar are our schedules to that when it's a normal week?
There's a lot less stuff happening.
So let me get this straight. Doing a little bit of workout mainly for content in the morning.
Yes.
Then you're getting
taking IG pics.
IG pics. Fucking
that's you.
Yeah.
Making TikTok me.
Right. Making content on TikTok. Then it's like free.
Content,
then
content.
It's check out my flow team, the Leaning Tower flow team, of course.
Got to quid pro quo that shit. Artfully put it up on IG story.
Right.
Leave enough room for a caption. Maybe ghost tag one or two people.
And then getting meals with the homies and then taking boat rides with them afterwards. It's like this is normal shit. So one, it's like okay, not a huge to a retired professional podcaster. Okay, welcome to the club, young lady. It's great to see that you've learned at such a young age how to properly spend your time. Then it's like what we just have here is people lying to themselves. One is this girl's lying to herself and everyone else about the fact that she's a student. You're an influencer. Right. You're not a student. Like again, school is not flipping through Vogue Runway for what was her? She was like, it's finals, so it's a lot of time studying and prepping. What? Sure, okay.
I don't know.
And then the fake job, which is trying on clothes. It's like, what?
Well, the fake job.
How is that your job?
The fake job is probably when she
trying
applied.
On samples?
When she applied, she probably was like, "Yeah, I have 200,000 followers," and they're like, "Oh."
So I checked on IG. She's like 55K.
That's a lot for a fucking.
Well, I got 50, so again, I can relate.
You have 50?
Yeah, I got 50.
That's it?
I got over. Oh, fuck you, dude.
I thought you'd have more.
You thought I had more than 50,000 followers on Instagram? You're bullshit.
You're acting like you got more on IG.
Yeah. Right. So fake studying, fake job. So she.
But I think that she must have applied to the job, and been like, yeah, I have X amount of followers, and then 55K, 100K on TikTok, whatever. I'm sure they're just like, bet your job is to just like. Promote our shit on do PR, promote our shit on your socials.
I was about to give her too much credit and be like, maybe she's a fit model, where it's like, no, she's just been hired to be a full-time influencer. So she's lying about what it is that she actually does. No, sweetie, you're not a student, you're an influencer. Right. And then everyone who's getting mad at her, it's like, why are you lying to yourself and pretending that these kind of people don't exist amongst us? Like come on, we're getting mad about influencers. Did you just find out that people live there? She's not even the worst offender. There's people balling at a much higher level for no discernible reason whatsoever.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So come on.
It's an entire fucking subgenre on TikTok that for some reason, because I swipe past it, I don't engage, I swipe right past it, I'll hate watch one or two every once in a while, but it's out there, and it's very much like a robust fucking thing. And for whatever reason, this one resonated on the TL, and it got, all these quote tweets like people being, "I hate this." Like,
well, it's kind of like proof that young people like that HBO doc just want to be, famous. Like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a YouTuber, a vlogger, an influencer. It's like you want to be famous. I mean,
and the whole thing was just fucking oozing with like aesthetic and vibras, vibrations and auras and shit. And to me, this was the most concerning part about this whole genre is that it just fucking reeks of Los Angeles.
Oh yeah,
it's just like it's like the LA-ification of New York in a way where it's like you put on the right filter, you wear the right fucking shine dress or whatever. That's a brand that's popular with Gen Z.
I didn't
women.
know that. It's because you're doing a lot of gift shopping for your harem. You have a Brandy Melville like points card.
Brandy Melville. We'll get to that later. No, the white girls have discovered Fashion Nova.
Sick.
To me, it's like the more larger concern because we're fucking with the vision over here, like Wanda.
Yeah.
Is
the city's getting soft.
The LA-ification of New York City, where it's like influencers coming here and just be like, New York City's my playground.
Do you think it's because of the warm weather now and that like vax shit is being lifted, or the restrictions are being lifted because of vaccinations?
The way that we've thought that for a few years now, the juice has swung back to New York. And obviously we're biased, but I think that we're now seeing like that on a more mainstream level, where it's like, yes, like LA, done, dusted, whatever. When it comes to like aesthetic and the hidden gems, and now it's like, oh, New York City, like fucking open back up. We're outside. We're outside.
I'm gonna avoid all these people like the plague, but I'm also not hating on them because like at least in the world that you and I exist in, like we're not competing with people like this for any bags. So for me, it's like whatever. Do you? I'm probably not like. Am I going to brunch at Jack's by Frida and being like, damn, now I gotta wait like 2 hours? No, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going there regardless. So like, let them have Soho, right? Soho is done and dusted. It's been fucking cooked. It's rinsed. Like okay, that happened.
It is funny. Like they're going to.
It has been for a long time.
There's this one account that's like, want to have a friend date in New York City, and it's always just a like, go to Soho, go to the Elizabeth Street Statue Garden, get these like exotic dumplings, only $5 for $1.25. Go to a single store where the store is clearly paying her to be like,
sure.
Where it's these like boutiques where I'm just like, what are these? I've never heard of this. Not that I like know Soho like the back of my hand, but I'm just like, what the fuck are these places? And they are just very like aesthetic. Mood, vibe. Anyway, we sound fucking old and washed.
I'm not a hater, bro. I'm not mad. Like, get your money, girl.
Yeah.
Come on the pod, whatever your name is. Kate?
I guess, like, to me, when Twitter was, like, getting just exploding, I was like, this is, like, how can you be mad at, like, a thing that is already here?
Yeah.
I guess it was new because now Twitter and Instagram really is just rehashes of TikTok.
That's where it's happening. That's the battleground. That's ground zero for, I was going to say culture. Not culture, but
that's the 9/11 of social media.
That's where content is going down, and obviously it's being fucking then disseminated, whether it's then onto reels.
Shout
or
out
the timeline.
that one woman that was like, yo, if you dress like if you listen to Throwing Fits, homie can
if you're one of the handful of girls that is fucking with the vision,
or women,
women, excuse me, grown ass women or young girls, whatever. You make us look good by creating this illusion that there's a female interest and kind of through line with our pod and our content, and James will duet you and you will get run off clout. So please continue to help us help you, make us look good, we'll make you look good. Give you a platform.
Last point on day in the life of New York City fashion victim TikTok, whatever the fuck, is the timeline just looked old. The timeline looked fucking washed, where they're just like, this is horrible. It's like, this has been happening. This is very much a thing.
We're talking
and that's
about
the Throwing Fits difference, where even though we're 27, we're still fucking plugged in.
We're tapped in, bro. We're
to the 19-year-old ways of being. That being said, Lawrence, I do always have. We're always trying to think, we're always playing 4D chess. Right?
That's facts. Yeah, 100%.
Time comes. Father Time is undefeated, as we told our very young, very sleepy guest earlier today.
True.
He's like, wait, what?
What about Father Time? What?
Behind the paywall.
Oh,
who's the guest?
Ryder McLaughlin.
Yes.
From mid-90s, from North Hollywood, illegal Civ, skater, actor, it boy. He is on the pod next week.
Yes, sir.
Hell yes, sirski.
Yes, sirski.
So anyway, what were you saying? What?
No, if we're eventually gonna one day die, 300 to 900 years from now, I would think that it would behoove us to maybe get a fucking young virgin
Go
to
hard?
get like a blood transfusion with. Like maybe we'll get a fucking summer intern.
We need you to be the fetus, right? That we crack open.
Our blood boy.
Yeah, exactly. The blood bag. Exactly.
The blood bag.
That's what we need. We need to crack open your fucking fetal neck. We need to suck
that adrenochrome or whatever
yes,
the fuck.
yes, exactly. We need to fucking drink your blood and stay young forever. I personally This is
the question
because people have been reaching out. We have a few inbound requests right now for Throwing Fits summer internships.
And the question is, should Throwing Fits get a summer intern? And follow up, what would their duties be? Okay, so you say no.
No, well,
why not no?
I already the fact that
you just want to hang out with someone. You're like, I got 3 friends. I'm good.
The fact that I don't need any more friends. Now, the fact that we're even mentioning it is giving me like a little bit of trepidation because I feel like now that this is really Pandora's box being opened, and I feel like we're about to be inundated with fucking requests. There's already a couple. To be clear, we've had Groms. We famously have had a roster of Groms doing a variety of jobs. We've never had like an intern, and I'm just like really worried that people are going to see this as some opportunity that it's not, because you're not going to learn anything. We can't pay you. You're not getting any fucking college credit. There's no way you can convince any fucking, institution of higher learning to even acknowledge what happens here as real.
Even if you're a fashion student clicking through Vogue Runway.
And then it's like, then we have, okay, cool. We have another fucking drinking buddy for corporate treats, but that's another fucking, that's the tab is running up. And then it's like, I can't spend time teaching you how not to do anything.
What? Do you really think that someone wants to intern
to learn
for the goddamn motherfucker boys to learn?
Experience. I mean, it's something you can talk. I mean, people know who we are. This is a thing. A college might not acknowledge it, but it might make your resume. You could like lie on your resume about the association.
Have you ever had interns like at like a company or?
Of course, they're fucking worthless, bro.
And so what? Like, were they expecting to learn from you, or were you just like, can you transcribe this?
Speaking of people lying to themselves, I think that's the expectation to some degree, that there is like a two-way street exchange where it's like, in exchange for the opportunity, you will, or in exchange for the labor, you're gonna learn. That's what I mean. That's the exchange rate.
The best
terrible deal.
The best employee intern interaction I ever saw was, I guess I shouldn't name his name per se, the employee, but let's just say he hosts a sneaker YouTube show.
Okay, sure.
At a
can't even imagine who we're talking about.
Telecommunications company.
He's a Viacom employee?
No, Verizon.
Excuse me. Verizon employee.
And this intern, there were a table of interns, and his one intern just fucking nodding out, just sleepy.
Yeah, that's your one.
Like our
do.
fucking like Ryder McLaughlin.
Like Ryder.
And people are just like, this fucking intern's sleeping. What the fuck? And this employee had to go over and be like, hey, you seem tired. You can just go.
Damn.
You can go home.
So he embarrassed him in front of everybody.
He had to.
Really?
It was like his intern.
That's not my management style. That's a story for another day.
That's a story for another
Wait,
time.
so we don't need an intern. What would an intern realistically do? If they had a real set of tangible skills and they could take, so people want to know where are Chuck and Chef, right? Chuck and Chef, we record during work hours when they are doing their real job, and then after we're done recording, they have real work to do. Chef has to edit, produce, and upload a podcast, and Chuck has to edit, produce, and upload the video version.
Right.
So there's less time for them to be on mic.
And so if there's an intern the intern can't necessarily help us out because
they can help them out.
It's
That's
like
my
high
point.
level. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if it's J&L, if the org chart is Jimmy, Larry, then CNC, CHCH, Chuck and Chef.
Yeah.
And then it's intern. If the intern can help them out with their duties, with Chef, it's like editing the file. Maybe I don't even know what the fuck Chef does. Because I don't know how to do it.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
If there's someone that can help Chef apply the filters, the wet,
yeah,
make it wet. Make sure it's fucking scheduled
Chef jams.
or whatever.
Yeah, make that
Chef,
shit wet.
If Chef can just delegate, right? With if somebody wants to help Chuck,
and would that be a bigger waste of his
does.
time than just doing it himself? And I think that's my point. Not even speaking about us, but about them. Maybe
now
we could help Rylan tag and bag merch. I don't know. There might be something, but
now I see your point about not teaching interns, because it is like teach a man to fish, but it's like if the intern's only there for 2-3 months, and you teach a man to fish, and then guess what? You're teaching them to fish the whole time. That takes more time.
Yeah.
And then they're fucking dust
I
in
don't
the
know.
wind.
I would say this. Maybe if you are a white whale in which you are a young person, you are conscientious, and you come to the table with an already honed set of skills, yeah, there might be some stuff for you.
Here's-
but
no, here-
there's not
okay.
it'll work that actually happens. It would
here's
be a waste
what
of
it'd be.
time. Everyone's time.
Setting up the tripod and the camera, setting up the stew,
Taking pictures.
setting up the stew, taking fit pics. I need a shooter. You have Jenna, she's great. I would love a shooter just for fit pics.
When we
That's where
get
my
drugs,
fucking-
you can go down to meet the drug dealer, get the drugs.
Be the drug mule.
Be the drug mule.
When we have oysters, shucking the motherfuckers is tough. If you're a good mother shucker, I'd love to bring you on board or consider you.
Yeah. A lemon squeezer, a mignonette dipper, pourer.
If you're a wayfish twink or a fucking big boy, maybe you can help us try on samples, right?
Yeah.
Of like the XXLs.
So to be
or the
a fit
XXSs.
model, to be a fit model.
models.
Yeah.
Um,
Tagging and bagging merch for Ryland.
scheduling with now that we're dealing with fucking leading actors
Yeah.
and actresses,
Real Hollywood shit.
maybe like coordinating with their publicists or like running interference
Yeah.
with the publicists, right?
Yeah.
So that we can just like fuck
Definitely need someone
finesse
to
with
run
the stars.
interference. You're right. That's a super underrated role.
Real though, setting up this little fucking
Yeah.
mise en scene.
This is
absolutely.
you're right.
I would love going to the wine store.
Yeah,
right.
that's big.
That's like a nice.
You
little
would get a
task.
corporate card, and obviously, like we watched that shit like a hawk. But
you get my corporate card. Yeah, you would
no,
have
mine
all
finally works a year later, so it
nice.
it's active.
What the fuck else?
Yeah, but what you're talking about is
collecting, keeping a database of all our photos from throughout the years, which we need for like press purposes.
yeah, there go managing our archive.
Answering our email interviews, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
managing the archive.
Yeah, someone to stand in for us and answer fucking written email interviews. We're still only talking about maybe an hour or two of work a week, especially if you're coming in as a straight up like executive assistant type role, which I've never had. So I can't even really fathom like the kind of bullshit I would send someone on. I know you had an assistant for a while, which was insane.
It wasn't a while.
How long was it for?
Oh my god! I mean, less than a year for sure. Maybe like 6 months.
I remember like, and I think we've talked about this on pod, but I just remember like
old episode.
literally calling you and getting
Def Jam.
at Def Jam and getting your assistant for the first time and literally dying laughing to him, to like not to his face because it was over the phone, but like I couldn't even help myself because it was just so preposterous and absurd to me that like you would have it, and all he did was just I'm assuming he did nothing besides connect calls or screen calls, right? Like
when you called me. I was like, "Oh,
is that Larry? Is that Larry? No. I'm busy.
Give me 1 second." And then I like went over, I like looked out the window, I like fiddled with like the fucking.
You I had to grind for this view, and then you go back and
I'm like Quentin. I'm like
Tarantino in the crib.
Pablo Escobar in the fucking empty pool.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
Tarantino in the crib.
Wait,
was
so
like,
what did your
"All right, put him
assistant?
through."
What did your assistant? What was his name?
I'm not gonna say his name. It was a wild name.
Wait. What was wild? His first or last name?
I don't know his last name. His first name was.
Do you want to paint the picture about who your assistant was in terms of their identity politics?
He was a young white man in college who I have to assume was gay.
1,000%.
And his style was very like.
Yeah, what was his swag? I never
like
met.
This
I
is
never
like
the pleasure.
2019, 2020.
I never had the pleasure of meeting this young fella.
But this is so mean. I never called him this. Behind
Hey, you've reached the office of James Harris.
Oh, I guess we're behind the paywall. I never called him this, but other people would be like, "Yo, he's Lord of the Louis belts."
Wow, I love that.
He had like a fucking the Louis like
the big
monogram.
logo joint.
Yeah. And then he would wear like
buckle.
He would wear like polos with like a knit over it.
Interesting.
But it was all like designer. It was all designer, and then
he was
a
rich kid.
Gotta be. Must have been, yeah. And then like had like like.
You never asked him about himself, like where he went to school, how he got the job.
I think he was at I think he might have been at like FIT or LIM or some shit.
Damn, he is definitely doing day in the life TikToks right now as we speak.
No, and he was a good person, but here's the thing: is that I came to this job and like they gave out the whole team the red carpet. They're like, "Yo, private office." Executive assistants for everyone or for everyone VP and above.
That streaming money be
I was
hitting.
like, yo, I don't need one. And they're like, no. Like, well, we have this slot to fill, so we have
this
to
role
hire
is
somebody.
open. Yeah.
We have to hire somebody. And they're like, okay, the best we can do is we can split his duties between you and somebody else. Because I was like, I have no need for a fucking executive assistant. Like, I don't do dry cleaning. I'm not gonna make him go get my fucking lunch or like patch through my calls. I'm just fucking the middleman. I'm just doing my fake email job. So he was always like, he was very eager and like wanted to like be a part of everything, but I was just very uncomfortable. I was like, I don't like you handling.
I like that you made him suffer just because you felt uncomfortable.
I was like, I don't want you handling my schedule. I'll schedule my meetings because he would like schedule meetings during like the hour that I liked for lunch.
Oh, so he wasn't even good at his job.
No, I would be like, yo, I don't like, I want to eat lunch between 12 and 1-ish, so like maybe don't do any meetings there. But then he would always just like pop into my office when I'm like dicking around online and like make me feel like I was being watched. He would like, instead of...
He was a mole, dude.
He was set up to fail, for sure. And I feel really bad that it ultimately, because I was like uncomfortable with having a personal assistant, like the GM of the company came to me, he's like, oh, we're doing like a whole, review of the company, a whole audit, and what is this guy with? What is the Lord of the Louis Belts? What does he do for you? And I was like, honestly, like, yeah, he does a lot. He does a lot. And like, oh, like he like schedules he handles your calendar. It's like, no,
I got that.
That's me.
Yeah, I'm a
it's
grown
like,
ass man.
He like does your calls. He like calls people, then like puts them on hold, and then patches you in. I'm like, no, I don't really do that much like that. Like, oh, he helps you out with like video shoots. Like, nah, I don't really do video shoots. And then he got fired. And then
brutal, dude.
He got between the woman and that I shared him with. That sounds horrible. Like, he's a fucking like property.
Human property. Yeah.
Capitalism comes for us all. She was like, "Yo," I was like, "I'll do it," and she's like, "No, you're traveling. It's better if I do it in person." And also, they had a better relationship,
right?
And so she fired. I didn't even fire him.
Did you offer your condolences or like a thank you note? What was the decorum after?
I think there was
fired?
he sent an email and I sent another email like, "Yo, like whatever I can do, let me know."
Did you ever? What's the most fucked up thing you made him do? Like the truly debasing type bullshit.
Honestly, I felt so bad about doing anything that I can't.
He really did nothing for you.
But the thing is that the EAs, the executive assistants, were really like personal assistants where they would like handle people's like personal finances.
Right.
They would like balance their fucking checkbooks. They would like pick up their dry cleaning.
Babysit my children.
It was very old school. And I was like, yo, I have none of those needs. I don't have a fucking family. Like I'm just here for the job, baby.
Yeah, right.
So I was like, yo, I really do not have anything I'm sorry, but I don't need this role.
So to put a fucking bow on this segment, then proof is in the pudding, bro. When it comes to the showdown, if we had a fucking summer intern, you and I are not bad guys, despite the fact that we play them on TV. We wouldn't be having some fucking guy or girl do some fucking bullshit. They'd be coming out to drink with us. They'd be learning nothing. It would be a waste of everyone's fucking time. Just come to the barbecue. When we have the barbecue, you want to be a summer intern, come to New York when we're having the barbecue, pull up, and just fucking hang out. But all we would be having anyone do anyway.
But having a gopher like Ray Liotta and like the early like Goodfellas, that would be cool. If we're like, yo, if he's just always around, he's just
there's
like,
not a ton of goofing. I think that needs to happen. Right?
Goofing?
Yeah.
No, it's like, yo, set up the tripod, but you got to do it right. I'm very particular, right? You got to do it right.
I'm not trying.
You got to get the right. You got to get the right beers.
You got to learn the proclivities of our fit picks and like how we like to look. It seems like it's, again, more effort than it's worth. With that said, I guess the floodgates are already open. If you could convince us that you're
that's
worth
the thing.
hiring.
It's like, yo, if it's just the summer, like, and you have 1 week to like prove yourself, then by the time we find somebody, it's gonna be fucking,
no, it won't be
15th.
I mean, 1 week. I mean, when school is out, right? What is it? No, school's out in like June, right?
School been out. Like, I don't think school ever went in.
Fall ever. Yeah.
Outro music.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do a little Pink Floyd. Wait. Alice Cooper, excuse me. Just a little dad rock. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, if you want to apply and you think you can woo us, I don't know, hit the DM, send the fucking email.
Hit the woo.
Yeah. If you could help out Chuck or Chef, and that means that they could be back on mic because it won't be them staying up till all hours of the night, putting the fucking, dotting every I and crossing every T on the content itself, then yeah.
If we could put you in a room with Chuck and after like an hour or two, he like teaches you his ways, which like...
Bro. There's no way that I think
he
because his ways are so him more than anyone. I think Chef is more of like here's the menu, here's the bullet list, here's the step by step, which he's done for us, right? Like all of our documents about how to even like pretend to do our jobs are from Chef, and they're like spelled out perfectly, like IKEA directions, right? Versus Chuck, it's like more it's it's in the ether.
It's a vibe.
It's just a general vibe. With that said, maybe you can kick it with Chuck and learn by osmosis.
I'm weirdly into the idea of having a summer intern, but But I'm weirded out by everyone that DMs us or emails us. Not individuals, but I'm weirded out by the fact that happens.
Let's split the difference. How about you get an executive assistant for the summer, and if you choose to have them do pod-related things, I'm not going to say no, but like I will not be responsible whatsoever.
Imagine there's just like a guy or girl like sitting there, and then just like like this, or like more ice or something.
I mean, you and I have done interviews
before. What if they like
before.
held up cards where it's like, yo, we're at 35 minutes.
Nice,
right? Instead of me fucking typing out that right
you
there.
know the kind of, and we love our fans, and we don't have fans, we have family. We established this with Dave Schilling. I think that you and I have done enough interviews, like how we found Chef, that whole process, that like we know the kind of people that come out of the woodwork to like get a position like this, and a lot of times it's fucking sharks who think that the proximity is somehow going to be good for them and them alone, and we're not interested in that.
Should we do a day where we interview
at La Noche?
La Noche, or maybe somewhere with that, with sunshine and
outside.
We
were fucked up when we did those interviews for Chef. I mean, that's why you got the job. We were the most sober because he's the first guy.
But also,
it's the only person we remember. Everyone else fucking vaporized.
No. He showed up early, and we're like, oh, you're like 30 minutes late or whatever. And then we were so fucked up. He was the only guy more fucked up than us.
Really? Oh, yeah. He was definitely super drunk and scared.
And we were just like, yeah, this guy rules.
We need to have Chef back on. We'll have Chuck and Chef back in the motherfucking booth sometime soon. We'll catch up with everyone.
I want to do a intern job fair.
I was just saying I want to hear about Chef's sister's wedding. I want to hear about Chuck's new crib.
Sorry, not with Chef. I'm saying like let's get a fucking 12-pack. Let's go to the park and just be like, yo, we're at this picnic table. Come through on a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Not even record it
for content.
Should
that'd
we
be great
record
content.
it?
Yeah, like a record. It'll be like a podcast masquerading as a job fair, whatever the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm just saying the big goal for me is having the fucking core four back in the stew, like I said, catching up with them. So many life developments have happened, and I guess you and I are aware of that stuff. Like Chef looking fucking majestic at his sister's wedding. Right. Chuck moving into like his first like big boy crib that comes complete apparently with the next potential next TF studio. So that we don't have to.
Maybe the intern just fucking helps him soundproof it.
Oh, a little studio rat. Yeah, you're like the fucking studio rat.
Like that white kid in Odd Future.
Yeah. At Chuck's new crib it's like a man cave. He literally has a man cave. It's ridiculous. But again, the point is we need them on the pod to share these stories with you guys, to fucking reintegrate them for a second time in however many months. And I guess if you want to apply, fucking just email James. Dude. So email James to be his executive assistant.
throwingfitspod@gmail.com. So the decision has been made. We're gonna hopefully get an intern for the summer, and hopefully you will not.
No, you are. I will not be.
You will not be banned from the Throwing Fits universe come Labor Day. Just like our boy Trampito, his band from Facebook was upheld.
Is it indefinite? They recommended it would be indefinite. Yeah.
No, they said it should not be indefinite.
Yo, have you seen pictures of him? He's losing weight, dude.
He's running the stairs.
He's like looking. Yo, I hate to admit it, but he's looking fucking. Yo, you look good, King, wherever you are.
It's
showing him Mar-a-Lago. Probably
the recommendation was he's got fucking food poisoning from the shitty steaks.
Oh yeah, right, from the well done steaks.
The recommendation was it should not be indefinite. It's either permanent or put a fucking time
on put a cap on it. Yeah,
put a ring on it. The question though, is if you had to be banned from a social media platform, what would you pick? I mean, Facebook, right? If
Facebook, for sure. Facebook. I'm surprised Trump's even. Well, I know why. I mean, I know why.
Okay, real quick, what would you not want to be banned from?
Ooh, damn, dude. We've talked about this before. Twitter is the best platform, but just because it's the best doesn't mean that it's the most crucial to how I think really we make a living. So I'm going to go with, I have to keep IG, right? Like that's how we do a lot of, I think that's where we do our most effective promotion because that's where the most eyeballs are.
Yeah.
For us, for our audience.
I would say Twitter, Twitter for sure, but then TikTok is slowly sneaking up because I don't have a TV set up yet. So TikTok has been my go-to, like, yo, I got 20 minutes to kill. Let me just like
don't watch TikTok, watch TV,
fall into a hole real quick. But that begs the question, Lawrence.
Okay. Go on.
Where have you been banned from? Because I know that these fine institutions of dining, leisure, pleasure wouldn't want to
from a massage parlor.
Yeah, you and Robert Kraft.
Too hot for TV. I've been banned from a few bars. Most recently, well, one, I'm banned from Boho Karaoke, which I don't know. Also,
Where
by
is
the way,
that?
that's in the West Village. My wife loves karaoke. I love going to support her, but when I have nothing to really do while she's waiting in the queue to sing,
Oh, to the whole bar.
I get absolutely fucking blasted
Wait, so
on
it's not
on
private
rice
rooms?
wine.
Rice, you call it rice wine?
Jenna never. So Jenna. So this is interesting, right? I understand the appeal. Just real quick, let's talk about karaoke. I understand the appeal of a private party and having a room pre-pandemic. You know,
Yeah, you
pre-panini
can do drugs.
for sure. I understand the appeal of having a private area. With that said, when your life partner, your wife, is a performer at heart, and she's going to karaoke to
Former
put on a
dancer.
show, right? Former Spurs silver dancer, 2-time NBA champion, Jenna Catherine Blackwell. When she's going to do karaoke and she has like her set list that she's trying to get through, fucking what's on there? 4 non-blondes. And I say, hey, yo. Also, by the way, we probably have better outro music options now. We got that. We have, here's a crazy
be 4
sidebar.
non-blondes?
Teenage Dirtbag. Jenna claims that the teenage dirtbag fascination that has always been there with you and your core group of friends,
Yes.
kind of hit a fever pitch with me and you because it was a song that she always used to sing at karaoke that then by osmosis I absorbed as an anthem that I feel like then you and I bonded over because we both had it. So it's very possible she's saying that if she hadn't come into my life, the connection that you and I both have over Teenage Dirtbag might not exist, and it might not be this tentpole of the pod. Which is a bold claim, but I can't dispute it.
I don't know the timeline on that, but I would say that Teenage Dirtbag has always been my go-to always go-to karaoke song.
Mine is Because the Night, 10,000 Maniacs cover version.
Mine is
when I do perform, which I normally don't.
Weed is Teenage Dirtbag. But also like now like people put it on and like, oh, James, and I'm just
I
I'm not
hate
your
those.
fucking monkey.
Yeah.
Four on Blonde.
I'm
What's
not
going
your
on?
fucking
Absolutely.
dirtbag.
The Kinks, Lola.
Oh, great.
Bo.
Hello,
Lola.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a whole plethora of options.
Walks like a woman, but talks like a man.
Bowie, Space Oddity.
Really? You could pull that off? I guess that's more of like a novelty
It's
jam.
hard. What else? Marilyn Manson, Dope Show,
Oh, my God.
which, canceled.
Bro. Wait, so let's bring it back on track. So,
Wait, is that your only song that you will sing, the 10,000 Maniacs track?
I don't really. Every fucking slot that we're gonna get as like if I'm at karaoke, my wife is gonna be there because one, if I didn't go to karaoke, if I went to karaoke without her, she would divorce me. I don't think I've ever been at karaoke without her.
Okay.
Because it is so important to her as a fucking performer, as a fucking delusional narcissist herself. So anyway,
Next corporate retreat. Oh, I guess we don't want the
right?
misses
Maybe
there.
that might be a private room situation.
Well, with the misses?
No. To be clear, no, not at all. And I guess we'll have time to talk about getting divorced. Maybe that'll be the first divorce. But anyway, back to getting banned. If we were at Boho Karaoke, so I was there with her a few times, and it just continued to ratchet up my drunkenness and my almost like performative support and fandom for her that it became a problem, and it ultimately culminated with me, destroying property of the bar.
What did you destroy?
Just like generally, like fucking, I love to steal
Like
drinks. I like
glasses?
to steal other people's drinks.
Oh,
I like to break glasses. I'm
Wait,
a,
drink strangers' drinks?
yeah. Which I don't know. In the post-pandemic, when I get drunk,
in a pre-pandemic world, that's fucked
when
up.
I get really drunk, I become like a criminal, dude. I want to do criminal activities, and that it involves
rat shit with your
theft,
hood rat friends.
fucking destruction, whatever. So I've been there, and then the one story though that felt like a story that I will tell is the most recent place I was banned from is this bar on the Upper West Side called Ease, which is very much like a kind of goofy novelty rock and roll bar. They have a jukebox, and they have a wide range of games, and I was meeting my friend, or I met my friend Joey Mimosa for the first time. Him and his wife,
one black friend.
who is now best friend. Not my one black friend, but one of a handful. And his wife is best friends with
Joey
my wife.
rules, bro.
And the first time that we were out, we went to a place. We went out to brunch, and they had bottomless screwdrivers, which is a disaster, which should be illegal.
Two crafts.
So we had pictures. We had pictures of screwdrivers, and we got super blackout. And then we make our way to this bar, Ease, that I'm talking about. And one of the games that they had was a Simon. Like where you follow. And I was so drunk. and doing so bad at Simon that I took the Simon outside of the bar and spiked it out front. and
Gronk spiked
I Gronk spiked the Simon, and that at that point was the final straw. Some other things happened. We were stealing drinks off the bar. I was encouraging him to do that. Bad influence, so that was happening. And then the bathroom door, which was a push. We were doing the Midvale School of the Gifted. No, where it's like Paul, be like, what the fuck? So there was that scene that was caused, and people were like, "Yo, bro, it's a fucking push. What's wrong with you?" So the Gronk spiking of the Simon was the last straw, and I am still banned to this day from East. And if any of these,
do they have like your picture up behind the bar? Like,
no,
do not accept cash or checks in this, man. Like,
no, it wasn't anything like that. But it was like very clear that the four of us were no longer welcome back, and it was more or less mine and Joey's fault. And that was the most recent time I got banned from a bar.
What year was that?
That's a couple of years ago. We've known him for a long time, but
Obama administration, Trump.
Yo, honestly, it would have been Obama. Yeah,
Damn.
I've kind of gotten it together a bit more where I saved the turbo activities for the afters versus like doing it in public.
Yeah, you just go to people's homes and just
blast
steal
darts.
their shit,
Yeah, steal their shit, blast darts,
destroy their property.
I was at another party where I stole a guy's stupid little like Jeff Koons balloon dog sculpture.
Was it real?
Yeah, but it was from like a MoMA gift shop.
Spike it?
And I spiked it out front. It was a balloon dog that was absolutely spiked out front. Yeah.
Stealing other people's shit was like a high school.
It's
move for
heinous,
me.
bro. It's heinous, and I'm not proud of
Yeah,
it, but
for
it
sure.
happened.
Jeff Koons isn't a real artist. Blah.
That's exactly what I said.
I would like steal.
Read wet paint.
In high school, I would like go to like rich people's like free cribs and like steal like a nice bottle of champagne and like walk out with it, or
sure.
like a DVD or two. Nothing like
DVD?
not art.
Hey, films are art.
It's true. It's
Huh?
true.
Yeah, when's the last time you got banned from somewhere?
I don't think I've ever gotten like explicitly banned that I can remember, but like
Really?
not that I can remember, but
As a wild city kid, I find that hard to believe.
Well, I mean, we weren't like going to bars as kids, but in college we had a on-campus bar that it's because they didn't want like people to go off campus.
Right.
All right. This is no longer the case, but this on-campus bar was run by, managed by, and staffed by students.
That's a disaster. This is some Vassar bullshit, dude.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's like, and it was like,
This is your liberal arts education at work,
it was
ladies
like
and gentlemen.
fun. Well, this was like, business majors like do this because it's like managing a business.
Oh my god.
And also, they're just most like fucking, out of pocket motherfuckers as
course.
possible. And you just like your homie would be bartending, like DJ White Privilege would be bartending, and you'd be like, yo, slip him a 20, and then just like free drinks all night.
Done.
They had free potato chips.
Oh, I love that.
All fucking night, like these like generic like ruffles.
Who were was there bouncers? Was there any authority figures?
So to go
It's all
down,
students?
so to go down, Wednesday was 80s night, Thursdays was whatever, and then Friday. So it was just like disgusting, like
Sure.
sweat dripping down the walls, like vomit everywhere, like people passed out.
Of course.
Everyone just fucking grinding.
Jesus Christ, relax, bro. It's disgusting.
It was wild. But so there was a campus security guard that would like check IDs. Her name was Betty.
Shout out
R.I.P.
Betty. Yeah.
She was like a legend that she died, and now there's a plaque at the entrance of the mug.
How appropriate.
Matthew's mug.
I'm sure people pee on that all the time
Matthew Vassar was a brewer.
to honor her.
And so she would check IDs, and you would get a bracelet, right? Like, pink you could drink, yellow, whatever.
You can mellow.
Yellow you can mellow. My friend, I'm not going to say his name, but he presented a fake ID to the security guard that said he was over 21. That I procured from him, actually.
Oh, nice. Because you were selling fake IDs. I remember
as a
that.
freshman, yeah. And FBI, if you're listening, this is a parody account. And so he got a pink, if you can drink, bracelet. And he goes down there and... Oh, no. Sorry. I fucked up. He didn't give her the fake ID. But he goes down and he's drinking, and Betty comes down, and she's like this tall. She's like 5 foot, like little black lady, and she comes around with a flashlight.
A taser, a baton, a gun?
No, just like nothing. Just like a walkie-talkie and a flashlight. And she like sees that he's drinking.
Right, without the
but he
wristband.
doesn't have a bracelet. And so she's like, "You're coming with me." And he had a bowl in his pocket, and so he's walking up to the stairs. He was underground, and she's like this like 80-year-old woman, and he's like, "Yo, I bet I can outrun her." So
of course,
he takes out his bowl. Gronk spikes it like he was some Jeff Koons
Nice.
shit. Sprints up the stairs, and there's another security guard just right there.
Oh no!
And they're like, they take him like off to like a little room, and they're like, so you know that you're drinking underage, right? And he's like kind of shook. He's like, no, I'm a senior. I'm 21. And like, no, you're not. Like
Right.
you don't have the bracelet. Why don't you have a bracelet?
Duh.
Then he takes out his fake ID and is like,
little too
gives the
late.
fake ID, and they're like, so your name is XYZ, and he's like, yeah, and like, all right, because the fake ID was had his real name on it.
Okay.
They go into like the records, and like it says here you're a freshman and you're 18, and he's like, oh, he like looks at his fake ID, he's like, oh man, the DMV messed up my birth date.
Oh, foolproof. Blame the DMV.
And so he got banned from the mug for like 6 months.
Oh, the mug is what it was called.
Yeah, Matthew's
Classic,
mug.
Yeah. Central Perk type beat.
Yeah, and so like it was always like the last resort. Where, like if you didn't get asked by like 1 a.m., you'd go to the mug.
Yeah.
And so by 1 a.m., he'd always be like, all right, like I guess you guys go to the mug. I'll just fucking get out of here. And maybe that saved his life. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was the last time that I can remember like a close friend of mine getting banned from something like for real.
You've really never been banned from anything?
No, I should have been.
Probably.
I'm sure I have been. I just like don't
even. You're not even processing it.
Don't even fucking remember that like I was banned.
Damn. Shout out everyone out there who's ever been banned. If you've been deplatformed, one thing that will never happen is you will never be forsaken by.
Tell us your banning stories. Someone else who got banned
matters.
from Melinda Gates' pussy.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Our boy Billy. Our boy Willie.
You came through hard.
Willie G.
Yeah.
The Melinda Bill Gates divorce. Apparently, this is something people cared about on Twitter.
Are they like some because of the foundation? Like people like they were a power couple.
I don't know.
I didn't even really know what she looked like until they got divorced, and then I'm seeing all of the pictures.
Everyone had to get their fucking little divorce jokes off. Suck my dick. The real question is,
mine was good.
What was it?
I wish Steve Jobs was alive to see Bill Gates get divorced.
Mine was pretty good too.
What was yours?
It was this is the first video on Bill's Riot profile, and it's him jumping over a desk.
Oh yeah, when he jumped over the chair in that fucking
it's like
whatever.
Connie Chung.
Yeah, in that like whatever Dateline NBC interview.
Trying to smash Connie.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if you're Bill Gates, I guess like. Well, I wonder. Do you think he was
on the prowl, bro?
Do you think he was ever He ever cheated on Melinda?
I don't know.
He seems like all right. This is the way I think about it. Right, Bill Gates is a dork.
Yeah.
Bill Gates is a dweeb. Mark Zuckerberg is a dork, and Elon Musk is a nerd. So if you're a dweeb, like you're not really like he wasn't out there like that. I don't think.
I mean, 27 years, that's a long time, and like he's got his whole life. Well, they're not like fucking spring chickens, but they're not like fucking.
You think he's gonna get like Bezos is about to get crazy ass for sure.
Bill Gates too, I'm sure.
Well, that's what I'm asking. That's my question. Is you think he's going to be about that life?
Absolutely. I think we're going to see him on Raya very soon. I don't know. I mean, he needs to work on his dance moves, right? We all saw him dance with Steve Ballmer.
No fucking rhythm whatsoever, which is no surprise. We're talking about.
I mean, man can jump over a desk chair, but can he jump into that ass?
He can get drafted in the 6th round of the NFL draft, but I don't think he's going to necessarily slay on Raya. If I got divorced tomorrow, I know that I would absolutely go on a motherfucking bender. 100%.
Like the day after tomorrow?
If I got
a bender of vagine or just like drugs and alcohol?
Well, I shouldn't think just like general insanity, because like in my mind, the kind of like selfish, self-destructive person I am, I would be like, okay, the divorce would be like devastating, but I would find any excuse to avoid coming to terms with that fact.
You don't think that like divorce is in your
Hell no, dude. Hell no.
Okay,
no
let's
chance.
clear that up.
Yeah. Besides you fucking teasing my impending divorce up top.
Well, no, and pending. Now that we're behind the paywall, no divorce.
Yeah, no divorce. I think that I would be doing, I would be going I'm already a crazy person and a turbo person, but I would definitely be going overboard, and I would be overcompensating for the emotional feelings, only to then come crashing down to the most fucking dark.
Would you even know how to talk to a woman?
Probably not.
Do you know how to talk to a girl at a party?
I don't know. I mean, my game was never incredible, but I ain't no bitch, dude. Yeah. And then what am I supposed to fucking talk? What am I going to brag about my fucking podcast?
That's the
with
fucking
my friend?
struggle that I go through, where it's
right.
Like, what are you going to be like? Oh, I was the brand director at this resale platform, but now I fucking talk to a friend.
I think and we've talked about it before, that's more of just a general insecurity that comes with any type of setting where there's networking or professional fucking,
Could you even
linking and building?
You haven't
not romantic.
You've been hooking up with the same person for how many years now?
10. Over 10.
10 years.
Yeah.
If you see a new pussy, would you even know what to do with it?
Unclear. Couldn't say for sure. We're gonna have to fucking find out. I don't know.
I hope we don't, because for that woman's sake, you're just be like, blah, 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 blah,
No, obviously, I just think that for me, I can't imagine surviving not like surviving singledom, not meaning like, oh, how would I meet girls? How would I talk to go to parties? I just mean like literally like surviving day to day, because when I'm not checked, I can absolutely fucking spiral with self-destructiveness. I think that you've seen it when I've been off the leash, and you know,
you can also
it happens.
You can also like not spiral. Like you don't.
Yeah,
have
but
to,
I'm not built that way. I'm built different. I'm built. My
you are a spiral staircase. You're a fucking slinky.
My default settings, right, are to absolutely destroy myself. That's how I've always been, and I don't.
That's fair.
My point is, I think the general point here is that I hope I don't. I will never get divorced. I pray to God that I don't get divorced. But if I ever did get divorced, you better fucking say it. You better kiss Larry goodbye on his fucking lips, because it is probably most likely about to be a motherfucking rap.
You do like. I feel like you do consider divorce as like a sign of like loserdom. Like the way that you were like talking to Dave.
Well,
Schilling.
that was a bit
The way that you were talking
little.
to Dave Schilling about it, where it's like, yo, like yeah, you're fucking.
I have one of my shout out Dave. One of my good friends is divorced. I know divorced dudes. I'm homie. Chris Black, shout out Chris Black. He's a homie. He's divorced.
Well, he's also a drug addict. So.
I know divorced dudes, and I respect divorced dudes. And yes, I was playfully ribbing our homie Dave Schilling last week about it. You know, obviously, hitting that as a pressure point. But I think that not everyone who gets married is meant to be with that person, and sometimes people have buyer's remorse, and and then you're chunk the deuce, dude. It happens.
Bought them
What about when you get broken up with, right, or you break up? Like, I know that's not divorce, but like, what's you going breakup mode? What's Jimmy going breakup mode?
Like? The last time I got broken up with, I just hit up the homies and I was like, "Yo, you guys want to like go?"
Trying to fuck?
It was during. You guys want to smooch?
You trying to smash?
Yo, fellas, start douching.
Yo, what up, homies?
I'm topping tonight.
Yo, what up? You trying to catch that slop? Yo, boys, fellas, what's good? Who's trying to get that sloppy?
Yo, who been working their throat out?
On God, we gonna get this man pussy.
No, it was during the Panini. It was during Panini. It was right when members of the Cord will know the timing. It was right when shit in New York started to kind of open up a little bit last summer.
Yeah.
Right. So I hit up two friends and I was like, "Yo, let's go to the park and just get fucked up," and they obliged. And it was like really the only second time I want to say that because of the Panini that we like hung out and like gotten like really drunk.
Sure.
In like outside.
Going
like,
band mode.
Yeah.
Too hot for TV.
Going to
banned from TV
Jeff
mode.
Koons smashioli.
Yeah.
Not just like getting fucked up on your couch, but like getting fucked up like.
No, I get it. Out and about in the streets.
And then I do what I think is very common, where I just hit up a old flame,
sure thing, yeah,
and just like, oh my god, like long time. How you holding
long
up?
Time,
like,
no smash. What's good? You trying to catch that sloppy?
Future on the phone meme. It's just the pandemic really.
I know we
never
excelled together as a couple, but
the antibodies.
my outlook has changed. So I'd love to smash you in my Microsoft Office.
The variants make me think of like if there's a variant in life, had we ended up together, whatever.
Yeah.
Which is like, I told this to you and you're like, yo, that's some dirty dog maneuver, and I'm like, no that's fucking standard. That's standard because like even when I'm in a relationship, or in a committed thing, whatever, and like a woman will hit me up, I'll be like, oh well, you clearly just broke up.
Right.
Man,
You're
fucking,
you get it.
You're thin.
I'm reading between the lines, sweetheart. Say less.
Yeah, because it's like you immediately turn to.
I'm trying to get that sloppy.
You immediately just need a distraction. You immediately want a something familiar, something that is like fun and safe and like good. Get that fucking.
I just saw another divorce
Slavo.
homie. Shout out fucking Alyssa, the pod aunt. Another fucking wonderful, gorgeous divorcee who we respect. One thing that I think you and I have in common, despite like I think the very different paths that our lives are on, is that you and I are the guys that get broken up with. I'm not saying like we're losers who get dumped. You and I are just very lazy people who will let things devolve and get to a place that isn't good because we are absolutely waiting for the other person to be like, by the way,
I don't know.
Shut it down.
I think with you it might be laziness. With me it might just be like being a pussy. Where I never want to. I find it so difficult to be the person breaking doing the breaking up.
Do you have trouble with honesty normally? Because I feel like you're being too honest with me all the time.
Yeah.
I'd rather have you take a step back.
Did I just,
Lie to me, Jim. Jim, tell me what I need to hear sometimes.
Didn't I just like hump the microphone earlier? No, like with women and feelings and emotions like that. For me, definitely it's like a fear of intimacy or a fear of conflict, whatever.
That's
so,
it. You know what it is? That's the Japanese part of you, bro.
Boom.
Boom.
And the Irish part.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
double fucked.
Yeah.
I think that you and we will both be like choose to be this shittier person so that we become the person that gets broken up with.
Yes, I
which
have
is
been
like
there.
really fucked up and bad, right? That we
It's terrible. It's not recommended. I'm just being honest.
We put the partner through trials and tribulations, and then they're to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm done with this. And then
Gaslight,
we get broken
gatekeep.
up with, and it's like, all right, bet, like I'm good.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. The last time I can remember really breaking up with someone,
Please do tell.
I Googled
Stop it.
how to break up with a woman.
What do you even get when you Google that? What does it say? Be honest. You gotta be honest, right? That's the lesson.
I'm sure at this point you get some but this was like years ago. I'm sure at this point,
How old were you when you did this?
in my 20s.
Bro, are you fucking kidding me? You're a baby, dude. You're a fucking
emotional baby.
You are a half Japanese, half Irish, drunk little baby, dude. Get the fuck
Emotional
out of
baby.
here. Yo, the moral of the story here is don't be like Jim. Don't be like
Do you want to
Larry.
hear what I
be
fucking
honest.
found on?
Oh
So
yeah.
what I'm saying is that I think if you did that in 2021, you would find a bunch of like incel, volcel, like kill all
Sigma
women type
male,
shit.
Sigma male shit.
Exactly.
Like,
I found a WikiHow where it was 5 steps, and I followed the 5 steps, and it fucking okay. So the 5 steps were do it at her place.
Oh, these are tips of the trade.
No, this was literally like steps 1 through 5.
Okay, all right.
Do it at her place so that you can
Leave.
when the process is over. Leave.
Yes, of
right.
course.
Don't do it in your place because
Rookie
like who
shit.
knows if they're gonna like if he or she's just gonna go crazy or like not leave
this
whatever.
is kind of
whatever.
like the advice: do it in public, where you have a.
That's fucked up. That's fucked
well,
up.
you're protected by the
so
crowd.
they can't kill you.
Yeah.
The one other step I remember was like say
okay.
like, look, emotions are running high. Like let them vent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let them express their emotions, and then say something like, look, I know that like emotions are running like really high right now. I think at a certain point in like a few weeks, I'd be more than happy to meet up once again for like coffee and like actually kind of finish this conversation.
Did you say that? And then did you do that?
I said that, and I was like,
I don't mean. I'm about to bold-faced lie to this poor woman right now because I am not linking.
And I walked out, and I was like, fire. A year and a half later.
Damn, talk about fucking grudge stewing.
Bro, she might have been addicted to what the dick did. A year and a half later, I get a text like, hey, remember when you like said that to me? And I was like, yes, of course. And she was like, well, I'd love to take you up on that.
A year and a half later?
It was because I had like moved
Long-con.
I'd like moved apartments. It was like a different fucking like era in my life.
Sure.
I was like, oh my, like what the? I was like, okay.
You had
bet,
not
like,
even talked to her at all between these. Or
maybe like a sporadic text here and there, just like,
let me get that sloppy.
it's like, yo, you up?
Yo, what up? It's Jim. I'm looking for that. I'm looking to catch some slop, dude.
Yo, you registered to vote? Yo, I'm texting from the campaign of Barack Obama.
Yeah, what's up? All right. So anyway, so she hit you up in a year and a half.
So the worst part was, oh my god, the worst part was that she was like, look, like we're done, right? Like I get that it's behind me, but like just so I can improve as a person, like. What did you like? What faults did you find in me? And I was like, what the fuck?
Damn, loaded question.
I was like,
your top wasn't sloppy enough.
I was like, you didn't peg me. First of all,
yeah. Shout out to Stuyvesant peg legs. Dude.
I'm not gonna say what I told her, but I was just like, what the like? How the fuck am I supposed to balance this like truth and like not being like a
and not
fucking
destroying
savage.
your life. Who even knows what happened, transpired in her life for that year and a half? She might have been looking for some very dark confirmation bias. If you had given it to her, she might have. Who knows what would have happened?
She was definitely on like a path of self improvement where she's like, yo, I want to know so that I can like work on myself. But I wasn't about to fucking drop bombs on her. So anyway,
sweetheart,
that's
sweetheart,
Jimmy in breakup mode.
Your
Basically,
top
it's
not sloppy enough.
That's you, bro. You're projecting that on me.
Gee, yo, hey, watch it. I'm about to get divorced over here. God damn.
For any women who have a divorcee fetish, my man's needs the slop,
No,
the toppiest
no,
of the
no,
sloppy.
no. Absolutely not. If any divorcees out there are looking to get back in the game, back in the saddle, your boy, horny Jim. He's
Sexy
single.
Jim, sexy Jim.
Your boy, sexy Jim. He is sexy.
Yo, shout out to everyone
he is
that,
single, and he is addicted to sloppy toppy.
Addicted to what the dick did. Shout out to everyone that is embracing the rebrand from horny Jimmy to sexy Jimmy.
Who are you talking to? No one is embracing this
A
bullshit.
lot of Instagram comments, a lot of TikTok comments.
A lot. Totally.
Shout out all those motherfuckers, and shout out all the future throwing fits interns that are going to show up at our internship day-long intern fair. We're at over an hour, so we're going to call it.
If you're listening to this, your weekend is getting started. Get shit-faced. Talk to a member of the opposite sex if that's what you're into. Talk to a member of the same sex if that's what you're into. Break some fucking property. Fucking steal something. Make a bad decision. And at the end of the day, when they're holding you and they ask for the fake ID and they want to know what was your motivation for this outlandish behavior, blame it on the goddamn motherfucking boys, because if anybody loves the party, it's us.
Yes, Sirski. Chef, I'm going to need you to slap on a karaoke classic.